I've always had a compelling interest in audio video electronics. At a very early age of 12, I built my own transistor audio amplifiers. As I progressed, I built radio transmitters and receivers. I built Williamson audio amplifiers, speaker cabinets. It's something that I've always been interested in. Because of my passion for electronics, it just always seemed obvious to me that I would wind up as an engineer. So it just was something I always had in mind. It's what I wanted to do, and fortunately I wound up doing it. In my early 30s, I found myself unemployed. I had 4 children, a house, a mortgage, an old car, and I had 2 options. One was to find a job. I did have a master's degree in electrical engineering, so it wouldn't have been that hard. Or to start my own company. I didn't have any money, and I really didn't have any ideas, so I took my Simpson voltmeter in hand and went knocking on doors, offering to fix anything or do anything that I could get paid for. One thing led to another, and I got out of the repair business and focused towards engineering OEM products for other people. I actually got into the AV business because I was making a unit specifically for the AV industry for a dealer. The dealer went bankrupt and stuck me with a whole bunch of equipment. I immediately changed the name on the equipment to Crestron and went out and sold it. And the rest is history. In just the northern New Jersey area, we have 1,500 employees. We probably have approximately 2,500 employees worldwide. We do over $400 million a year in business. The first product we made was a radio control system that basically closed relays. And those relays controlled slide projectors, 16-millimeter projectors. They made the screen go up and down. And maybe if it was a really fancy facility, they made the drapes go, in and out. There was some lighting control. We were the first ones to come out with a lighting control system specifically for the AV market. But it was all very primitive. The industry has changed from very simple slide projectors, 16-millimeter projectors, overhead projectors. It's changed to become an information industry, a data industry. We can't talk about AV without talking about information and data. When I first got into the AV industry, a good technician was rare to find. Nowadays, the AV industry is full of very, very good graduate and postgraduate engineers. So the level of the technology involved is very exciting. My particular pride and joy is the new 100,000 square foot research center that my basement, as I tell people. We have an FCC approved RF chamber there. I don't think any other company in our industry has one of those. We have our own plastic making machines. We have 3 full-time model makers, software engineers, hardware engineers. We even have an in-house patent attorney. The AV industry is really an accumulation, amalgamation of a whole other bunch of skills and trades and professions. In a typical AV installation, let's say in a commercial installation, you have to know what the architect knows. You have to know what the electrical engineer knows, who puts in the electrical system. You have to know about HVAC and loading. You have to know about optics to figure out the viewing angles for the screen and the lenses to use. You have to know about the acoustics of the room. You have to know about video cameras. You have to know about IT and digital transmission and streaming video and teleconferencing. AV, in its true extension, is the kid walking down his street with the iTunes. That's AV. It's our television set. It's the information we get in our car. Airplanes get downloads from satellites. That's AV too. So AV is just part of everything we do. I just enjoy doing the things I enjoy doing, which is making stuff and having, and my reward is going to a trade show and having people tell me they're using my product, they're buying my product. So I don't think back, and my vision of the future, for the future where I'm going, is more limited to how I can deal with the technology as it changes rather than how big I'm going to get. I just always put one foot in front of the other and tried to do a little better the next day than I've done the day before.